Hi, welcome to Patrick Cat's channel. I'm Gina. I'm still having trouble with my camera. I've just done a whole bloody 20-minute video and then it couldn't upload it to my camera. Anyway, say hi to Elvis. He's standing in my kitchen right now. Well, the cardboard cutout is anyway. Just love it. So, I'm going to show you quickly some of the things I've received in the mail lately. I've put them on the community section of my channel, but obviously I can't do flip-throughs on that, so there's going to be a lot of flip-throughs because I've been buying a lot of stuff. These photos came with a DVD that I ordered from the Elvis shop in Australia. They're really great. I'll just whiz through them for you. Every time you buy something from that shop, they enclose little extras. Really, really great photos. Just postcard size photos, but you know, good stuff. So I'll scoop all those up and quickly show you the things that I've been buying. I'm not going to do any flip throughs on this video because it's going to take too long. Okay, just briefly the covers of the books. Taking Care of Elvis by Tish Henley Kirk, his nurse. That arrived today and I've already read it. Great book, lots of good photos and lots of interesting information about her time with Elvis. This book is called Precious Memories by Donna Presley Early and Edie Hand, cousins, Elvis's cousin, or two of Elvis's cousins on the Presley side. Yeah, the photos are terrific. The photos are from their own private family photos, quite a few of them with Elvis, but a lot of them just of Elvis's cousins and his aunts, Aunt Nash and Aunt Delta and Minnie May and so on. So yeah, I've read that book too. Great, really worth getting. This next two are by Sean Shaver, Elvis Photographing the King. Another great book. Some terrific text. I love the text. As well as his great photos, he writes a lot about the times he saw Elvis and the things he had to do to get past Colonel Parker's henchmen and film the concerts and the tours. Oh, I can't believe that guy, what he did. Quit his job and everything and spent the next 5 years just following Elvis around, taking photos. This is another one of his books, Elvis in Focus. Good book. I've got a couple of bookmarks in there because some of the text in it is really worth reading. This book I do not recommend, Trying to Get to You by Valerie Harms. Valerie Harms started one of the first Elvis Presley fan clubs in Texas in 1955 after she had met the then unknown singer a number of times. She attended Smith College and later became an author of books. Saddened by Elvis's death, Harms resurrected her memorabilia to put together Trying to Get to You. Now, you would assume by that write-up that she's going to write about her times meeting Elvis and whatever she did with him and whatever she did with the fan club. No, she's written Elvis's whole life story as a fiction in her own words, and yeah, there's not many photos in it, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. These two books, Volume 1 and Volume 2, Stories Behind the Songs, great text, photos, yep, there's a few photos, but it's mostly about the songs, the history of them, who wrote them, where he recorded them, and so on. Yeah, a lot of interesting information in both of those books. This book, The Death and Resurrection of Elvis Presley by Ted Harrison, certainly a different viewpoint. I've got his first book written quite a few years ago. Actually, when was this one published? This one looks like it was 2016, yeah. Quite a long time after his original book about Elvis dying and the effect that it had on the fans and the whole world, in fact. The DVD, Elvis, A Generous Heart, about the things that he did. For all his accomplishments as an entertainer, perhaps his greatest legacy was his enormous generosity. This new DVD, Elvis, A Generous Heart, examines his wonderful legacy of generosity. Now, I have got another DVD called Elvis 200 Cadillacs, which is along the same lines. This is something, I haven't watched this yet, but I think it's certainly going to be worth watching. It's just on DVD on its own. There's no book that goes with it. And then I've got these cards, the Metallic Impressions collector cards. which are a bit of a gimmick, but there's Series 1, Series 2 and Series 3. I saw Series 1 on another YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was now. Elvis the Man. Anyway, no, I remember, I just can't remember the name of the channel. But they're just they're cards, collectible cards. There's one and something on the back, and they're just on metal rather than cardboard. So like I said, a bit of a gimmick, a fun thing. Now, what I put that? Is it? Somewhere is a certificate of authenticity. It's dropped out, everyone. Okay. Let me see. And then the big books I've got. Immortal Elvis Presley by Joseph Adair. That'll be a flip through on its own. Great book, lots of photos. That was published in 1992, so that's been around a while. This is another big one, 20th anniversary edition, Elvis Presley. Great book by William Allen, I think it is. William Allen, and that was published in Australia in 1997. Apparently it was published in 1992 in England. Anyway, so yeah. And then there's a couple of magazines put out by Vintage Rock, Elvis Celebration, and Vintage Rock presents Elvis at the Movies. Now, Mark over at 100% Purely Elvis, he's already done a flip through of that. I don't think he's done that one, but he put me onto those, or he didn't put me on them, I found them and went to the Vintage Rock magazine site in England and ordered those two. So Mark's got a lot more, but they'll do me. And finally, the Elvis Files, 1974-75, huge, heavy book. I've seen these in a couple of channels, YouTube channels. Had to have that one. Well, I've ordered that one because it looked good. I liked it, but I've ordered one more, 76 to 77, and the reason I ordered that was because it's going to have photos of the concert that I attended in November 1976. So I'm looking forward to that, Rob. But these are they're $200 each, and they're worth it. They're beautiful. Mark has already done a flip through on 100% Purely Elvis, his channel, a complete flip through of this book, as well as others, so I'm not going to do a flip through of it. You can go to his channel, and he spent 43 minutes on doing a great flip through, so you can see it all on there. I'm going to stop this now, this video, and hope that it's worked. I don't know what I did wrong last time. Isn't it frustrating when you do a video, spend all this time doing it, going through all your stuff, go to upload it, and doesn't work. Well, okay, let's see how I go this time.